In Victorian times, the roads were filled with horse-drawn coaches carrying passengers, farmers and craftsmen with goods to sell, and Royal Mail Post. The landowner was responsible for keeping the roads safe, so he built a toll house and employed someone to collect money, or tolls, from people wanting to use the road. This is the High Wycombe Toll House, originally built in 1826 and now reconstructed at Chiltern Open Air Museum. It was used for the collection of tolls on the London to Oxford Road at High Wycombe. This is the toll house in its original location during the 1970s. It was due to be restored in situ by the Wycombe Society. Then, in 1974, a runaway car ran into the building, demolishing the front as far back as the chimney breast. In 1977, after unsuccessful local appeals for restoration, consent to demolish was granted. The museum contacted the owners and asked them to donate the building. It was gradually reconstructed between 1982 and 1991, mainly by volunteers, with help at times by specialists. It cost £9,650 to reconstruct. We know that in 1841, Thomas Brickwell was a tollkeeper, and he lived here with his wife and 3 children. Being a tollkeeper was a tiring and dangerous job. You had to collect money from the first coach at 1:15 a.m. and stay awake to meet the last coach at 11:25 p.m. The windows gave the tollkeeper a clear view of anyone coming down the road. Bars and shutters kept the house secure. It has just 1 bedroom, which would have been quite a squeeze. The family would have sat around the fire to keep warm. The tollkeeper's wife would have taken part in craft activities such as spinning and lace making. The children would have played with wooden toys and handmade dolls. It had a simple kitchen with a range and sink. The scullery has a copper plate which would have been used for washing and boiling. There is a privy at the back, but you'd have to go outside in all weather to use it. Fruit is grown in the garden and would have been used for baking and jam making. Herbs were also grown. These would have been used for cooking and medicines. There are crenellations on the roof that make the toll house look a bit like a castle. Lord Carrington, who owned the estate, built these to show off his wealth and power to passers-by, but saved money by making the back of the house much plainer. In 1867, the spread of the new railways meant fewer travellers and businesses using the roads, so the collection of tolls stopped. To find out more about the buildings and work carried out at Chiltern Open Air Museum, visit www.coam.org.uk.